Hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
and welcome to the Self Checkout Show. It is your favorite Christian talk show, and we are here on another Monday night for another deep discussion with you, my friends, my family, my cousins. I think I like calling y'all cousins. I like that. I don't know why. But anyway, Facebook, YouTube, what's up? Spotify, my audio podcast listeners. Good evening to everybody. We are so happy to have you all with us. And of course, as always, my sidekick, my big sister and co-host, the beautiful Dr. Nancy Murphy. Hey, sister.
Hi. Hey.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
I am
actually
doing...
Let me share.
Right now. Yeah. You know what? I didn't even do that either. I'm doing good. I am doing great. I didn't share my own stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. While we're sharing, you shared also.
Right.
My viewers, Prophetess Bean, I see you. Welcome.
Hello.
I'm glad you're here tonight because I hope you can stick around for a bit because I really feel like you can offer something to this discussion tonight, Prophetess Bean. So if you can, stick around. Tell Apostle Tebow we say hey to the Apostle. Okay, I think I'm done sharing now. All right, let's kill the music. So we are doing good. We are here on another Monday night. Hey, mommy.
Hey, mama.
Mommy. We celebrated Mom celebrated her birthday this past Friday. Happy birthday again to Mom, who is a young 74 years old. Happy birthday to you.
And I'm glad you said that because we need a do-over. I seen that she had a whole celebration and you didn't tell us nothing.
It didn't go like I wanted it to go because Mom was sick, remember?
That's right.
So I just went over there for a few minutes to see her. But she got her gifts and everything. So we definitely need a do-over for real.
Good.
Yeah. Because she's better now and we want to take her out. So yeah, we'll get to do that. And I posted a video of some pictures of us and my brother, my sister, my dad. And to my surprise, well, not really, but that video received over 1,000 views for my mommy. So congratulations on that. Pastor Nicholas Latham,
my brother,
is here tonight. We are so glad that you are here with us. Oh my goodness, y'all. We're going to have a good show tonight. Well, we have good shows every week, but we're going to have one tonight, huh?
Yep, every week.
Right. We missed the coach who had some prior engagements that she had to tend to tonight, but she will be back with us next Monday night. You guys, I saw something today that blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to let my cousins in on this. I had to. I saw it a little while ago, and when I saw it, I said, oh, we got to chat about this tonight. We're going to have a serious conversation later on in a few minutes, but before we get there,
okay,
I want to, Dr. Nancy, let me ask you, would you pay over $300 to attend a wedding?
Who are we talking about here? Whose wedding is this?
You
invited me to attend?
I'm going to ask everybody, y'all that's watching too, I want you to tell me in the comments, would you pay $300 plus to attend someone's wedding?
Mom says I'm a plane ticket to the wedding.
Nah.
We're talking $300.
I'm gonna let you know what's going on in a second.
Do.
Mom says she's looking forward to celebrating with us before she turns 75. 75 is going to be huge, but we are going to celebrate.
And then we're celebrating 75.
Of course. Of course we are.
It's a must.
Prophetess Sherry says it's a destination wedding.
Listen, she with me. Are we talking about airline tickets? What we talking?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now.
They charge $333 to attend
This
a wedding.
is one way for a married couple getting married. This is definitely a way to save some coins. Okay, a New York couple is going viral after revealing that they saved thousands of dollars by charging their wedding guests a fee to attend.
And they attended?
They charged them to attend their wedding. Nova and Remo Styles had their guests cough up $333 each to join them at their love celebration. As mentioned, the couple opened up about saving their money by collecting a guest fee for their wedding. They married in June 2023, last year. However, their wedding day hack recently picked up steam after recap videos of that occasion went well. She said, the bride said, people choose. This the part I was like, no. Listen to what she said. People choose to go to Beyonce concerts because they know they're going to have an experience. Let's put the stress on the guests and let's sell tickets for a wedding, she said. In this interview, the groom initially revealed that he believed people were not going to attend. Ultimately, 60 of the 150 invited guests paid and came. However, others clapped back about the $333 fee, and an estimated 80% of their guests said, we're not doing that. So one of the invited persons replied to the invitation and by saying, who do you guys think you are, Jay-Z and Beyonce? In the end, the couple enjoyed their dream wedding and saved an estimated $70,000 with their guests' contribution.
Does it say what does the $333? What did it include? What does that entail? What?
It just includes you walking into the venue to attend watch them get married.
No. That's not including a meal. That's not including. No.
That includes your seats, and that's all.
No.
Pastor A. Flat said,
Pastor A. Flat said he will
watch virtually.
There has got to be more. There's got to be more. We got to be missing something.
But there is no more.
No, there's got to be. I'm telling you, there's got to be. There's no, who's paying $333 just to simply attend a wedding? Like, there's got to be more.
Because they want to save money, so they said we don't. Pay for
there's a swag bag, like out of this world swag bag included something. There's got to be more.
There was nothing mentioned that the invitees received.
Well, we need to go looking. We need to go digging because I just don't believe it. I just see it.
Mom said it's not that serious for me, so that'll be a nope for me.
I'm with her because what are we paying for? We're paying for your wedding.
Now that's right here. That got me, Sherry. I'm paying for a wedding that already happened because they got married last year. So they wanted a ceremony, a big lavish ceremony a year later, but didn't want to pay for it. So they made their guests pay for it. I'm not good with that.
But to the tune of $333.
$333
per person.
Per person.
Yeah, we need some more details.
60 people. If 60 people pay $333, that is right at $20,000 that they didn't have to spend.
Sure is. Yeah, I just did the math. Yeah.
I love all y'all, but I ain't paying no $300 to sit down and watch you.
There's got to be more, y'all. Seriously,
and you already married.
Yeah, there's got to be more to this because I don't believe that anybody really would just pay $333 without something included. There, we're missing some deep. We gotta be missing some detail.
I don't think so,
brother. Nobody is sitting down I mean, some entertainment or something. What we getting?
Sherry, Sherry, I'm feeling you on this. They made a profit off of stupidity because I'm sorry.
But y'all telling me 60 people were stupid? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There's got to be more. There's got to be. I gotta see. There's got to be more. Did you search for more? There's got to be more, brother. There's got to be. Yo, I'm sorry. I just can't. There's got to be more. There's got to be. I know somebody out there agrees with me that there's got to be more to this story.
I didn't see any more. I didn't hear nobody talk about nothing else. It's just pay to come. Walk in and sit down and watch us say I do.
No.
And they said I do a year ago.
Is that what the world is going to now? I
don't like it. We don't need it. I'm not here for that.
We don't need it.
We don't need it. No.
Hey, brother, and the way we travel,
listen,
that's really not gonna work for me.
Not at all.
Not at all.
We don't need this. Please, y'all, that's gonna get married, don't do this.
Don't do this. It's a sure way for me not to attend.
Sure, you better go live on Facebook. Hey, my sister Terry Chambers is on. She said, nope. Y'all better go live. 60 people said they were working. Clearly, they did.
No.
I just don't. I mean, who am I? I don't care. It's just my opinion, but I'm saying I don't think I would have done that.
It's a no.
No, because I feel like if you want a big lavish shindig of a wedding, then you pay for it.
You pay for it. That's typically what happens, right?
Right. Hey, Charlotte, my godson's mama is on. Glad to have you.
Hey.
A spot on a double-decker tour bus, a steak and lobster dinner, and a 12-hour New York City adventure. Are you telling me that this is what was included in the 333?
See, I told you it had to be more. I told you. Did I tell you it had to be more? I knew it was more. I knew it was more. I did not see this. I knew it was more. Okay. That's what.
You said that's what included.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I'm kind of changing my mind a little bit now.
All right. Now. See?
Thank you, Charlotte.
It had to be like, you can't tell me ain't nobody, there are not 60 people in the world dumb enough, sir. 333 and not receive something back. Now, Charlotte, I'm in.
Charlotte.
I'm in.
To the rescue.
I'm in.
Because what I read, I saw none of that. But thank you for digging. Yep. Now this changes everything for me because I'm here for that.
I'm in.
I'm here for that. A spot on a double-decker tour bus.
Yep.
Which sounds like fun.
Uh-huh.
A steak and lobster dinner. I'm always here for that. And a 12-hour New York City adventure. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Yeah. Hey, Kim Caldwell, one of the best cooks in Chicago. Hey, girl, glad to have you. They sat down. Now, you're right. They sat down and calculated how much their wedding would be and charged for it. That's what they did. But now that I know that there is something included and not just me coming to sit down and watch you say I do, I'm kind of leaning towards the yes on this now.
Yeah, come on, y'all. I knew it had to be
more. That's worth it.
I knew that there had to be more. There's no way we charging people $333 and they're not getting something for it.
Look. Mama said I'll just charge $100, but I had church's chicken and pound cake for everybody. Hey, I'm okay with that too.
Mama.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, Kim, you're good. So now we have it. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with
that. Charlotte, I need you to let me know where you saw this information because I was on the Shade Room website, and that's where I read it. So let me know where you found it because I need to put my eyes on that.
He said I need to put my eyes on it.
So there we have it. But my friends, my cousins, don't you do this. Don't you do this, especially if you're already married and you just want something big to happen. Please don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I'm here for it now. I'm here for that. That's an adventure. And like you said, I mean, the people that are your people will do it.
Well, considering what is included with the 333, I see more people would probably say, you know what, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
And now that I know what's included, I'm kind of surprised that more didn't.
Because
they invited 150 people.
Mm-hmm.
And 60 of the 150 said, yes, let's do it. Now,
Marquise and I would have been 61 and 62.
So if they had all 150 to come to say yes to that, they would have raised $50,000.
See? Yeah.
So I'm glad you found it because my daughter Nancy was about to lose. She was not going for those 43 just to come in.
But yeah, you know, we like experiences. We done some stuff, Will.
Absolutely.
You know, even in our travels and stuff. So that's why I said she would have had 61, 62, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I definitely would have been there. You would have been 63.
Yeah.
I'm guessing so. Numbering the people.
I'm guessing so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, we are gonna get into something that's really, really, it's not deep, but yet it is. It's important. You all know that on the Self-Checkout Show, we talk a lot about relationships of all types.
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to chat about something tonight that we have never really dived or dove into like we are going to do tonight and next week. Because, again, there's some parts to this that I don't think we'll be able to get through in one show. So we're going to have to do two parts to this. And the topic of our discussion tonight is trauma bonding. And right now, if you're on Facebook, on YouTube, right now, I need you to share this show. Y'all know I'm silly and I love to have fun. I love to laugh. I love to make people smile and laugh. But this topic is no laughing matter. When I read up on it, started looking into it, I'm like, whoa. Trauma bonding. Let me give you a little bit about this. From psychcentral.com, it says this: people who have experienced abuse in a relationship often have mixed feelings toward their abuser. At times, the abuser may be manipulative. Other times, very loving and affectionate. It can be hard to recognize those unhealthy dynamics or realize that you could be experiencing emotional, physical, or sexual abuse. When you bond with an abusive person, you form a trauma bond. Now, what exactly is that? Trauma bonding is an emotional attachment that forms with the perpetrator of abuse. It's a deep emotional attachment that forms with someone who causes you harm. In trauma bonds, the abuser has significant power over the individual being abused because, watch this, because of the dependency that forms in trauma bonds. Wow. Trauma bonding occurs in stages. If you have experienced trauma bonds in your life, you might recognize these stages when dealing with an abuser. There are 7 stages, We're not going to get through all of them. We're going to do 720. We got good time. We're going to do 3, maybe 4. And then we'll finish up next week. But already, Dr. Nancy, this is a lot.
It is. It's a lot. It's heavy. It is.
This is a lot. You people just reading that, just like reading it out loud, I'm like, wow. You form a bond, a trauma bond with your abuser. Now, when I first heard trauma bonding, I thought it was 2 people who have so much trauma going on in their life that they like, we might as well get together, you know? I thought that's what trauma bonding was, but I was so wrong. I was wrong. It's, jeez.
Yeah, it's heavy. And that's really why it's so important that when you enter into a relationship and or when a relationship severs, right, that you ensure that you are a whole, healthy, healed person. And get this, that you know what it is that you want and or expect out of a relationship. Because if not, it's so you're setting yourself up for a trauma bond.
For sure. A deep emotional attachment.
Yeah.
Now, before I even start giving you all these signs, let's just talk about that for a second. An emotional attachment. That's, I believe, and Doctor, you deal with this a lot. You can tell me. I believe that in a lot of cases, an emotional attachment, it goes deeper than physical attachment.
It does. And it's because it's filling a void. It's meeting the need of, whether it's validation, whether it's some type of security. It's feeding that monster. So it may start out as a little hole, but it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And because the validation that you're looking for, or the love that you're looking for, the affirmation that you're looking for is coming from that person, it's like a drug. Like it's saying, it's like a drug. You got to get that fix, which is why so many people stay in abusive relationships, because they're not getting that fix anyplace else. So it's like a high. And it's sad.
Wow. So again, trauma bonding occurs in stages. And if you or anyone that you know, my viewers that are watching, those of you that are listening via Spotify, if you've ever experienced a trauma bond in your life, you might recognize these stages when dealing with an abuser. Let's get started with those stages.
And before you even get started, can we just say this? Can we just say this for everybody that's watching? It's important that you take some notes. Number one, if you are in any family, and all of us are, right? So that you can identify these different stages with those of you who love your loved ones. You want to be able to immediately nip it at the bud if at all possible. But also, you're able now to identify those stages with anyone that will try it with you, right?
That's good. Great advice.
If a person is inflicting this pain, guess what? They're able to identify these breaches. And that's why they're able to inflict that pain and keep coming back and doing it, because they can identify that you need to be fed in those areas.
Agreed. Elder Derek, good evening. Elder Derek Mays, when I tell you, I'm going to text you when I get off of this show, because you almost made me spit out my tea. I'll tell you about it later. Good evening.
Text too. I want to know why we spitting tea.
Good evening to the good Reverend all the way from Pakistan. Thank you for tuning in to us tonight. Mom says, I've definitely been there. And y'all know me. Y'all know who I am, how I am. I've been there too. I have been there. Indeed, I have. Yes,
I think that we've all been there in some form or fashion. So again, let's make the room comfortable and remove any type of judgment, one way or another.
absolutely.
One way or another, even as you go through these different bonds or stages or steps, we can identify an area, right?
Yeah, see,
Where we
this is
were.
good. This is good. We have more people saying I've been there, and
Yeah,
that's good. I need you all to know that this is the self-checkout show. I don't know about any other show or live or nothing. This is absolutely a non-judgment zone.
mm-hmm. Yeah, we've all been there at one point or another
Absolutely.
in our lives. The
Very
question
big.
is how we responded to it, how we got
Sure.
over it, how we dealt with it.
Yeah.
But because it's life and lives, we've all experienced it in one shape, form, or fashion or another.
Absolutely. Sherry Bean says she's been there also.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we can come together here and chat about this and identify it, and that way we can help somebody else who may be going through it, or like Dr. Nancy said, to write down these signs so that you could, in your discernment, you can see it coming, right? So write them down. So we're going to get through 3, maybe 4 of these tonight. The first sign, which is really kind of, I don't know, of a trauma bond is love bombing. Love bombing. My sister said 3 times she's been there. It's 5:20 in Pakistan, 5:20 a.m. God bless you.
Wow, God bless you.
Good evening, Daphne. Good evening. Good evening. Daphne, I got your message and thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the first stage of a trauma bond is love bombing. What is that? In the first phase, love bombing, an abuser might shower their partner with excessive admiration, attention, or gifts. Research indicates that when gaslighting occurs within relationships, it usually begins with love bombing behaviors. If you have experienced love bombing, you may find it enjoyable but confusing. Having someone give you lots of attention may be disorienting. The love bombing can often reel you in, so you form a deep attachment with your abuser fast. Dr. Nancy, talk to us about this. Love bombing.
We all want to be loved. And we all want to be loved within us. That's an emotion, that's a feeling, that's a desire we all have, is to be loved and to be connected. That's why, I think, again, I love Pastor Hezekiah Walker's song, I Need You to Survive. We do need each other to survive. We need our friends. We need our relationships. But the I love yous, sometimes you can lay those I love yous real early, right? You don't even know what love is. I don't even know if I love you, but because you done paid this bill for me, you done took me to dinner, you done brought me roses, you took care of my children. Oh, single moms, you've been really good to my kids. You bought their school supplies. You bought them something to eat. And you're saying, I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, I'm doing that because I love you. Here's the favor. I love you, right? I'm doing this because I love you. Oh, no, you shouldn't do that. Or you're looking for, it's because I love you that I'm saying. So it's just enticing and it's pulling you in, drawing you in. And so, because again, that's a need that we all have. The person knows that and will build it up, snatch the rug from under you, build it up, snatch the rug from under you, and build you up. And then again, right off and through there, they've got you and you're locked in.
Yeah. I think that a person, and I think that an abuser can sniff out vulnerability.
Definitely.
I think they can sniff out desperation. And when they connect with someone who has that yearning to be loved, they pour it on thick. That's called love bombing, y'all. They want to love on you so hard because they know that you need, like a drug, Dr. Nancy. It's like a drug. You need it. And they give it to you, but at a price.
And Pastor Will, let's think about, if you will, again, to just bring it close and bring it home. Let's think about the lives of the prostitute. Let's think about
Yeah.
Right?
Good.
The pimp will lay down, I love you, or I'm doing it because I love you, or if you love me, you'll bring me the money, and because it's a game, I got to make you feel bad, and you've got to love me too, and so because you love me, you're gonna pledge your allegiance to me, you're gonna be loyal to me, so because you love me, you're gonna bring me all your money, and I'm just gonna, or you're gonna live like that because so yeah, it's they can identify. That's why I said we've got to be healthy in a relationship now, and that's why fathers, and I know I'm veering just a second here. That's why it's important for fathers to be active in their daughters' lives. If you are a father and you have girls, you have young ladies, it's important that you affirm your daughter. You tell her that you love her. You tell her that she's pretty. You tell her and you show her, because as she gets older, that seed is now there. It's deposited. And 9 times out of 10, when somebody else comes along and says, "Oh, you're so pretty," she's not even feed into it. Why? Because my daddy already told me that.
Yeah.
So I've heard it already. I've been affirmed. I'm confident in who I am, and now I can go on. So there are a lot of things, like you're saying, we can identify low self-esteem. They can identify low self-esteem.
For sure.
They can identify, just low areas or deficiencies in your life, right? When you're having a hard time, and that's where it's a thief. A thief can identify when nobody's home. They've cased it. They've cased it out, and now they know who to attack.
Absolutely. So love bombing again can reel you in, so you can form that deep attachment with the abuser. That is stage number 1. How to recognize that you are in a trauma bond.
Yeah.
Number 2, trust and dependency.
We just kind of touched on that.
Trust and dependency. The second stage of trauma bonding involves trust and dependency. Dependency forms when you have to rely on your abuser for many aspects of your life. Watch this. The abuser may shut out other forms of support that you've relied on in the past, so that you only rely on them.
Yeah.
They may also make it so that you're financially dependent on them. We talked about that, so that you don't leave them. If they're providing everything for you, chances are you're going to stay. This is what they say. I'm going to say it again. They may also make it so that you're financially dependent on them, so you don't leave them. The trust piece of this stage involves the abuser giving you attention,
showing
a trustworthy partner. And watch this, showing that they are reliable. But these traits are not long-term. Once you trust and are dependent on abuser, then they start the cycle of abuse. Y'all, this is so heavy.
Yeah. And again, that's why we have to know what love is. And it's important to know the different stages of love. Characteristics of love, be able to identify. And that's why we even have to know what it is we need. Again, even in identifying different relationships that we're in. Trust and dependency. Yeah, well, if you're showing up and I'm not, let's say, again, parents and or friends or family members, if I'm not used to you showing up for me, if you've not been there when things have been, so when this person comes along and starts showing up, oh, now that looks like something different. And that person has listened to your conversation sometimes. Oh, Willie never showed, my brother, he never shows up for me. He's never there whenever I call. Oh, you came. You showed up for me. So somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they're listening. Trust and dependency. Yeah, I'm going to give you enough to let you know I'm going to be there. And then, like I said, I'm going to snatch the rug from under you. And Listen, here's a prime example again. What happened with Ike and Tina Turner?
Absolutely.
You gonna leave me like all those other mother suckers did?
Perfect example.
And she was dependent. She became dependent. Why? Because he showed her a life, or what she thought was a life that she could have, and that he was in control of that. He was feeding that to her. And it wasn't until she gained her independence and realized, hey, this is my voice. You're making money off me. I'm doing all of this. I'm sweating out there. Them lights hitting me.
But in that story, in Ike and Tina's story, I'm glad you said that. Because now with the first two, we hit our love bombing and trust and dependency.
Yeah.
Now you said that, I'm thinking like this is the perfect example of a trauma bond.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yes.
You know, that's exactly what it was. And he formed her, right? He molded her.
Yeah.
He conditioned her.
Yeah.
And then he got to the point where, again, he was like, oh, when she thought she was gonna leave him, or when she wanted to leave him, it was, so you gonna leave me like the mother suckers did? You just gonna leave me? I made you. I did this for you. No.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happens.
Yep. And he loved on her.
Yeah. Flowered her, gave her some place to stay. Come on, bought her furs and everything, shoes.
Got her first bit of good money from him, and because of him. And
then remember the all I'm sorry's, even though he was sleeping with other women and having other babies by them, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But, and then everything is your fault.
Everything. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that for sure. But she was dependent upon him.
Very much so. Very much so.
And he created this atmosphere that she really kind of didn't have a choice at the time but to depend on him. And he slowly pulled her away from her family so that she could trust and depend on him alone.
Yeah. It's isolation and conditioning. And again, we've seen the story. Remember, Tina's father wasn't really prominent in her life either.
Correct.
Again, Ike was able to identify, and even I'm sure that somewhere or another, her mom said that same thing or relate that information, and he played off of that. Even the other women that Ike had in it, you know what I'm saying? Come on, he had that. Yeah. There's so many of the celebrities I can think of just watching those movies that they've all played
for sure.
To talk about
for sure. So we've got love bombing, we've got trust and dependency. And again, once the abuser gets a person to this point, to trust in them and to be dependent upon them, everything starts to change at this point. Because now here comes the criticism.
Yeah.
Woo, Dr. Kermita Washington. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello.
Now comes the Dr. Ness said it a few minutes ago, pulling the rug from up under you. Because it starts right here. They've gained, they've shown you so much love and adoration. And they've found a way to get you to trust them and to become dependent upon them and them only. And now criticism. In this stage of a trauma bond cycle, the abuser may begin to devalue you by criticizing, name calling, and gaslighting you. For anyone trapped in a trauma bond cycle, this shift to devaluation may be confusing and shocking.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, after the first two, now everything you do is wrong. You can't do nothing right. And there's the name calling, disrespectful name calling, and gaslighting. I heard, I'm going to see if I can look it up really quickly, where the term gaslighting came from. And I was blown away by it. Let me see if I can find that. In the meantime, Dr. Nancy, criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Criticism. What in your profession, you are a marriage counselor, have you seen this
Mm-hmm.
in
Definitely.
marriages?
Mm-hmm.
Talk
Yeah.
about that for a
And
second.
again, it's easier to control, and it's easier. It's a form of manipulation, right? And again, I've you love me, or we built this love bond. We've got the trust and the dependency. And now, when I criticize you, now I'm taking that from you, so I can still control and manipulate the situation. And then again, lay blame. Well, you made me do that. I really didn't want to do that, but she or he made me say that, or I didn't want to go there, but she or he made me do that.
Yeah.
And no one made you do anything, but it was just a way for you to continue to have in your mind and in theirs the leverage in the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the
Well,
leverage of the person.
it's criticism. Terry said name calling, cheating, fighting, bringing different women home. Wow, whoa.
Women or men. Yeah.
Well, yeah, right,
Mm-hmm.
right. So it's the criticizing, it's the name calling, it's the gaslighting. Now I found what I was looking for, gaslighting. Let me give you this real quick. The term gaslighting comes from the 1938 British play called Gaslight, which was eventually turned into an American film in 1944. The film and the play are about a husband who manipulates his wife into thinking she's losing her mind so he could steal her inheritance and commit her into a mental institution. So in the play, the husband dims the gas lights in the house when the wife was alone, making her believe she can't trust her memory or herself. She didn't know that. She thought it was just happening. She had no idea that he was secretly dimming the lights and causing them to flicker. So eventually, the woman, because when she would ask him, "You see what's going on?" He was like, "I
No.
don't see nothing. What are you talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
The woman in the play, she eventually went crazy and was taken away to a mental institution. That's what gaslighting is. That's a part of love bombing. They make you think you crazy, right? Criticizing you and calling you names and making you feel like you're crazy.
Making you feel like you need them, right? Making you feel like they're like you can trust them, like there's nobody else in the world that you can trust. And I'm gonna be there for you. I'm gonna show up for you. You can't count that money. Let me count it for you. Wait, let me make sure I save this for you because you're not gonna put it. Oh, don't worry about, that's what it is. Again, gaslighting or forming that bond, that dependency where you're stuck to them and you're looking to them. Yes, it happens it happens in marriage, and it also happens in sex trafficking, right?
Sure, yeah.
That's why it's so big right now, because again, they kidnap them and they begin to condition them.
Yeah.
Right. They show them glitz and glamour, or that they can take care of them, and then they begin to condition them and break you down. They break you down to the point where you feel like no one else will understand, no one else can do it. Right.
Yeah. So they try to the perpetrator or the abuser tries to control the victim by twisting their sense of reality. That's what they do. It's all about control. It's all about control for this person. So and don't get it twisted. This could happen in non-romantic relationships.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking is not romantic or committed relationships. It happens in, listen, this stuff happens every day. Happens in friendships, happens in relationships, can happen on the job. People are good at gaslighting. Like, come on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, yes, it can happen anywhere. Anywhere.
Yes. They want to twist your sense of reality.
Yeah.
Because again, you got to remember, they're making it, the abuser, hey Tabby, the abuser is making it so that they are your entire world.
That they are right and you are wrong.
Right.
They are your savior, if you will, and you need them.
Absolutely.
You can't live without them. You gotta have them. Yeah.
Well, and when they get a person to that point, then whatever they do, it's like almost like you feel stuck.
Yeah. And like you don't recognize
it without them.
Yeah. You're so manipulated that you don't even realize or recognize the signs. And that's even why I said again, you know, that everyone needs to really take note of these things, because if you identify them, going back to Ike and Tina Turner, it was Tina Turner's friend that really helped to wake her up and caused her to say, you know what, this really is happening to me. Because for so long, Tina just thought, she kept saying, well, if I just love him right, or if I just do this for him. Remember, she kept saying it all through the movie. And so it wasn't until her friend was like, no.
Perfect example of love bombing.
Yeah.
Of trauma bonding. Yep.
And friends take advantage. So again, like you said, it's not just a romantic relationship. It can be in friendships where a friend is actually taking advantage of you, always needing to borrow some money, or you're the best friend in the whole. She is so wonderful. He is so wonderful. He's my friend. You know, oh, girl, I got another situation. Can I use your credit card? Oh, okay, I'm gonna pay you back. Pay you back, and they never pay back. Oh, can I borrow some more money? You know, it's just, you've got to be careful, and that's why boundaries and parameters, right, are so important.
Yep. So, wow. So, to recognize signs of trauma bonding, again, the first one is love bombing. Second is trust and dependency. Third is criticism. And I have time for number 4, manipulation. Woo-wee. All right.
As we've talked, we've built up to all of these stages.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. So in this stage, the abuser is fully involved in emotional abuse through manipulation, and we just talked about it, gaslighting. These tactics make you question what you said or what you did. It may lead you to also question what your abuser is doing. Your abuser may make you try to feel like things did or said didn't happen.
Yeah.
A prime example of gaslighting. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. Right? So these tactics, manipulative tactics used by abusers during this stage may include, I'll give you a couple, blaming you for situations that have gone wrong, denying their words or behavior, trying to intimidate you, contradicting themselves, isolating you from friends and family, controlling where you go, who you talk to, what you spend money on, and lying to you. These are class A tactics of an emotional abuser. Manipulation. Talk about that, Dr. Nancy.
I mean, again, I think that we've kind of built up to even just the manipulation piece of it again, because, you know, even just questioning what you said and what you did and and it's so easy to manipulate a situation like that because we don't walk around recording everything that we're saying and doing. So, you know, and some of us really have so much going on that we can't remember what happened yesterday, let alone 5 minutes ago, or 5 minutes ago, let alone yesterday. So again, that's why it's so important that you know what type of relationships that you're in and what type of relationships that you have, so that you don't find yourself in a situation where someone is manipulating you. And yes, manipulation is huge in trauma bonding. It really is, because that's how it forms. That's really what solidifies it. It's the manipulation. If I can manipulate you, I can really do anything to you. It's almost manipulation when we're talking about it, puts me in the mindset of even like hypnosis. If I can
yeah.
hypnotize you,
Yeah.
I can play with your mind, and I can cause you to do what I want you to do.
Yeah. So, it, you know, I'm glad we're having this discussion now. It's important for us because if it's not you, maybe there's someone attached to you, a family member or what, a friend that you see going through this trauma bonding. Because let me tell you, it's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
Because we've given you 4, there are actually 7. We're going to do 5, 6, and 7 next week. But let me tell you, in number 7, you will find out that once your abuser gets there, they start all over again.
Yeah.
With love bombing you all over again. So it's important because I don't want to say especially, but I feel like I do want to say that for my young females.
And men.
Now that I think about it, it don't even matter the age.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because again, and that's why I like to keep the playing fields level, no matter when we're talking, because it can happen to a man as well as a female, or
absolutely, for sure,
as well as a male. And the steps are not in any particular order. They're going to, administer these steps however they see fit based off of your response. And again, that's why it's so important for you to know who you are, what you want, what you don't want, what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with, and be okay vocalizing that, saying, no, you know what? I like my shoes. I'm gonna wear them. Because whether you say they're ugly or not, I'm wearing them. I like them. I'm gonna wear my glasses. I like my glasses. I love me. If you don't love me, I love me, right? Yeah. And especially if you have a relationship with the Lord, then you're able to say, you know what? I love me, and I know that the Lord loves me. So that's answering to the love and the criticism, trust and dependency. I know who I can trust, and I know who. And if you can't trust anybody else, you can trust you.
You can trust yourself.
If you can't trust nobody else, you can trust yourself.
This is crazy to me because I saw myself some 20, 25 years ago in this. I was a part of a trauma bond. And now I'm able to see others and I can recognize it. If you've gone through it, you can easily recognize it.
Yeah.
If you haven't experienced it, then when you see a person in the first stage in love bombing, you might think, oh, look, that's so cute. But it's not. They have a master plan. And I know somebody right now today who was a part of a trauma bond. And it broke my heart.
Wow.
Because it's somebody that I care about.
Wow.
But sometimes when you know, Dr. Nancy, when you know, that's right, Mama. When you know a person won't receive or accept, and here's how you know, because in any other little thing concerning that or them, they cover their abuser. But
and that just shows too that the abuser has done a good job
at
positioning that person, which means that if you have any chance of assisting that person, it's going to take baby steps.
Yeah,
it's going to take baby steps because again, the person's been so conditioned that they can't see past where they are. It took here we go again, back to Tina. It took Tina some time to see it, right?
Yeah.
She went through a whole lot before she was able to finally say, wait a minute, I'm not doing this anymore and I'm going to fight for me.
Absolutely.
That's why I love now how we're okaying the word no. because for so often, for so long, we always say yes, and we always think that, you know, everybody's our friend. Like, right? I used to tell my children all the time, they're not your friends. You know, all our kids go to school, y'all. And you know, that's why you gotta be real with them. And they come home and everybody your friend. Everybody in the room is your friend. No, they're not. Right? Let me hurt your feelings now. Everybody in that classroom is not your friend. And so it's important that, again, we equip each other with the words no, that we affirm, that we're able to affirm ourselves, that you love yourself, because you can stop. Early on, you can stop some of this stuff from happening to yourself. You can say, I'm not going to allow you to manipulate me. I see what you're doing.
Right.
Guess what, y'all? The other person don't even have to agree with you that they're manipulating you. I don't care if you don't think so. I think so. So because I think so, guess what? I'm done here. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Period. And Daphne, I seen your question. It's anybody, friends, husbands, wives, nieces, nephews, cousins. It can be anybody, strangers.
It can be anybody.
Anybody. Yeah, it can be anybody.
Yeah. So let's go back through these first 4, and we'll finish up with 5, 6, and 7 next week. And also, we're going to give you clues and tips on how to break trauma bonding. I don't want to just call out what it is and give you, what it looks like. If you are involved or know someone involved, we want to help you be free from that.
Yes.
Because nothing good comes from a trauma bond.
Yes.
Right?
And it's important. Let me just, because you said that, and I'm going to be quiet, I promise.
No, go ahead.
It's so important that we identify it naturally. Yes, prayer is great because, we're churched, right? We're in the church and all that. And so, of course, everybody wants to say pray, 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 pray. But the Bible even speaks about first natural,
then spiritual.
So, y'all, all of this stuff, we can't just attach it to pray, 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 pray. We've got to do some natural things first. We've got to do some natural steps first, and then couple that with prayer.
Absolutely. Yeah. So again, my friends, a trauma bond is a deep emotional attachment that forms with someone who causes you harm. They want to develop an emotional attachment to you. All right. And then it's the love bombing. They just love you to death. Love, love, love all over you. Everywhere is just love, right? This is the abuser's foundation. This is their foundation, to shower you with love and adoration. All right. And the reason they are doing that is because they want to gain your trust, and they want you to be dependent upon them and them alone. Mm-hmm. And again, to recap, if you are one who is desperately looking for that validation and needing that validation, mainly probably because you haven't been affirmed as a younger person, people tend to eat that love up. Again, for the third time, it's like a drug. When you get it, you feel so good because, they love me. Oh, they love me. They tell me they love me. They give me this. They do. And then this causes you to trust them and to become dependent upon them. And when they get you there, they got you. They got you. Because the next thing comes is criticism. Now that they know they have you wrapped around their little finger, they begin to tear you down. Because remember, you are already emotionally attached to this person.
Yep.
It's a trick. It's a trap.
Yep.
So you have to be careful.
Yes.
You have to be ever so careful in your quest for love. Because when you want it that bad, the first person that shows it to you, you open yourself up to.
Yep, you sure do.
And they very well may be an emotional abuser who you are now about to develop a trauma bond with. So they criticize everything you do. Nothing you do is right. They call you stupid. Oh, come on, y'all. That's abuse. That's abuse.
Yeah.
That's verbal abuse.
Yeah.
They call you crazy and stupid. Nothing you do is right. Hey, Bishop Marshall, my cousin there. Glad to have you. Sir, we were talking about trauma bond. You know, we started at 7.
At 7,
So the third stage is criticism, and the fourth stage is manipulation and gaslighting. I should have added that. Manipulation and gaslighting. They make you think that you're crazy. And they make you question what you saw or what you heard. And inwardly, doctor, you know it's true.
You know it.
You're not crazy. You know what you saw.
You know what you know. You know what you saw. Yep. You know what you did. You know what you didn't do.
But the abuser's job here is, as I said earlier, to twist your sense of reality
and cause you to think and now question yourself.
There it is.
Yeah.
Manipulation. Manipulation. Oh, I know, Bishop. I'm just messing with you. So, guys, next week we are going to give you we're going to give you stages 5, 6, and 7 in the second part of this topic. Daphne, he's in Arizona, I believe.
He's in Arizona.
He is in Arizona on the West Coast.
Yes.
So don't go, guys, yet. We have an announcement that I want Dr. Nancy to make. And also, listen, let me share with you my friends, my cousins. Y'all, all my cousins. Now that I actually have a cousin on here. WTM does have events coming up, and we want you to share in the building of those events. We will release them once we get the green light to do so, but we do have them. The proposals have been sent out to my apostles, and I am waiting to hear back from them, because if they say go, we go. If they say no, we're going to pump our brakes. But in the interim, we do want you to share a gift with WTM. And as we do ask every week, we're not trying to break nobody, because life be lifing. But we would that you would share a $10 gift with the ministry tonight. Please do that if you can. If you don't have $10, come as close to it as you can. Life happens. Sometimes you may not have $10. I get it. But just share a gift with us. The ways to do that are scrolling across your screen. Bishop Cousin says, I know it's bad to get off of my live.
I'm gonna start turning these comments off, because I see it before you.
I'm telling you, you know what? I'm talking and I ain't even looked at it. I'm like, cousin, don't do that.
Yeah, my head just fell back because. So
I'm gonna green light you, Daphne. Yes, I am. I sure am. As soon as I get the okay to do that, I will. So yes, guys, we have 5 more. No, I'm sorry. We have 3 more stages of love bombing that we're going to give to you next week. All right. But before you go, if you are married or you know someone that's married that needs a break from work, from reality, from whatever, Dr. Nancy has the perfect getaway for them, for you. Dr. Nancy, tell them all about it.
I absolutely love that you said that. We have the perfect getaway. October 24th through the 28th, we are going to the beautiful mountains of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That's right, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, for 4 days. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we return on Monday when we want to. I love it. We return on Monday when we want to. That's right, honey. You need to get away, and so do I. But we're super excited about it. The Lord has made room, like our apostles often say. We have a beautiful 21 bedroom cabin. Beautiful, beautiful, brand new build, 21 bedroom cabin.
Daphne, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. This woman just tickled me to my core. Go ahead, finish talking.
I'm only married in my sleep, Lord. You don't need to be married in your sleep and when you woke to attend this retreat, this getaway. Listen, you all, this getaway is $1,000 per couple, not per person. So if you want it per person, it's $500, right? Per person. You can't beat that for 4 days. Where can you stay for $1,000 for 4 days? And hear this. It includes all of your meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, all of your beverages, all you can eat, all you can drink. It's all unlimited. It includes all of your workshops, and the workshops are always powerful. We have an amazing time. It includes all your conference materials. You all, we give away good stuff. I almost wish some of my couples were on. We give away brand new books. We give away candles. We give away blessed oil. We renew our vows. I put the cat out the box. Usually I don't even tell anybody about it because it's a beautiful vow renewal. And so my husband and I, we've been together 14 years. We've been married 14 times. We like the Christies, y'all. We get married every year and we have a good time. We laugh together. We play together. I'm talking about all the couples. Yes, my husband and I do it too, but I'm talking about all the couples when we go on the getaway. We laugh together. We play together. We learn together. We grow together. And of course, we cry together and we pray together. But it is a phenomenal time. And no, I can hear someone saying right now, well, is it only for us if we're having problems? Is it only? Nope, it's not. It's not only for couples that are having problems. This is for you to come out and fortify your marriage. So if your marriage is wonderful, come on out. If your marriage is a little rocky, we want you to come on out. And if you are maybe contemplating that big, horrible D word, we definitely want you to come on out and get in the ring with some couples that believe in marriage and that are going to push you both in the right direction. Reach out to us, Dr. Nancy L. Murphy, right here on Facebook. Martise Murphy, you all see my husband with his comments. He's on Facebook. Please inbox us. We love, love, love to have you with us. October 24th through the 28th, $1,000 per couple. And yes, you will have your own room, your own bedroom, Pastor Will, and your own bathroom.
That's it.
Your own bedroom, your own bathroom in your room. We have swimming pools. We have a movie theater. And in our cabin, we have a game room in our cabin. And we have hot tubs in our cabin. You don't want to miss this time away.
Don't miss it. Don't miss it. It's coming up in the next 2 months.
Yep. We're excited.
2 months. It's coming up, so don't miss it. You guys, I want to thank you for being a part of our show tonight, again, via Facebook, YouTube, and to my audio podcast listeners on Spotify. We appreciate you. We want you to come back and join us next week, same time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Bishop Cousin. Yeah. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we got for sure. And we're going to do part 2 of trauma bonding, giving you the final 3 stages of trauma bonding and how to become free from a trauma bond. All right, y'all. Thank you for being a part. For Dr. Nancy, Coach Crystal, in her absence, we're saying good night. We love you.
Have an amazing week
on the Self-Checkout Show. Good
Bye.
night.